The most powerful force in existence lives in you. And yet we run out of ideas. And yet we don't know what to do in certain situations of impossibility. Jesus doesn't just live in you so you can get to heaven someday. That's huge, and that's super important. That's obvious. But I want to propose to you, it's much more than that as well. So my challenge to you, you have to find your voice. Your time and energy dedicated to finding your voice, finding out how to articulate what's going on inside you, it deserves the rest of your attention for the rest of your life. We live in the greatest story ever known to man. Right now, the Bible is a great starting point, but we continue to live in the greatest story ever known to man. It deserves you and I to become people that know how to articulate the beauty of God. I believe artists, and again, I love Daniel's explanation of artists because I believe wholeheartedly the same thing. I've been saying this for years. Listen, artists can't be reduced to song, art, and other businessmen, parent. Everyone is creative because exactly what Daniel, I don't even need to go into that. He did a beautiful job at that. But I believe the artists should be some of the primary evangelists for the church. Why? Because artists aren't as concerned, creative people, which is everyone, aren't as concerned with if it looks right or doesn't look right. You see, whenever you get into a religious system, everything has to look right. So what we've done well at is we've produced great Christian actors that know how to act right, know how to say the right thing and do the right thing, but it's not authentic and it's not genuine. That produces Christian art. The religious spirit, if you are influenced by the religious spirit, you will be forced to create Christian art. You will not be allowed to expand outside of it looking a certain way. So we talk about finding our voice. We need to break some boxes. We need to break some mindsets and paradigm when it comes to creativity. Does it mean we become so depressing? No, it doesn't mean that at all. It just means you're authentic. Are you guys alive? So this whole thing of finding, why should we find our voice? Because the world wants to hear a new song. The world wants to hear a really good story. There are ideas and stories and songs that have yet to be told or sung right now. So finding our voice is crucial. Could you imagine King David being under the religious spirit? You wouldn't have most of the Psalms. Because the religious spirit doesn't allow you to complain towards God. Oh, you can't say that. That's not the right thing to say. What did they do? It doesn't want you to be authentic. It wants you to look a certain way and act a certain way. So the book of Psalms, if you read the book of Psalms, as my dad would put it, every emotion known to man is in that book. Imagine if David was sitting in a nice, buttoned-up religious system. They would not let him sing those songs or write those songs because there are moments where it was in the dark night of his soul. So thank God he wasn't under some religious system. He was able to express himself, and I think he did a pretty good job. I mean, when your writings and songs make it to the Bible, I think you've arrived. I think that's impressive. So my challenge to you is find your voice. You have to be authentic. If you don't know how to be authentic, you'll never find your voice. You'll just be someone else's.